Alright, so we're going to be going over how to make easy money. This going to be on customs. This is going to be like a simple money run that can make you millions an hour. Probably one of the easiest maps to learn, definitely. And yeah, it makes you a ton of cash. So what I brought with me is a SR 25 with just some M80. So it's like a super cheap gun, only like a couple hundred K I think to make it. But even like you can go a lot cheaper as long as you try to stay away, just stay as far away as you can from fights. And I'm bringing some CMS, IFAX, and an ibuprofen, and then I'm just bringing some Crown armor, which probably get it for 200k. I can get it from Prapor level 4, or I think you can get it from level 3 as a trade. And then just 2 mags that might even be a little bit excessive for you, and then just everything else super cheap. And I am bringing this huge backpack. That's just because I have it, and I can bring it, but you don't need that. Even just a scab backpack or a I don't have one, or like a beta 2 or an attack 2 is gonna be fine. So we can just go into customs. See, and yeah, probably 20 is gonna be just fine. I'll just insure my armor. That's gonna be good. And then you just queue for this, and I'll meet you back when it's done. Alright, really quick, while my character is queuing into the match, we're going to go over all the loot caches. So if you just search up Tarkov Customs, you can click the first link, which should bring you to the Tarkov wiki. This thing, if you don't already know, is the most helpful thing in the game. And I definitely recommend it for not only this, but for anything. So if you just scroll down here, it gives you all the information. Rashala, which is the boss. And if you don't know who that is, you can just click on his picture, and it will give you more information on him. And it shows you all the extractions, first of all, and all their names, so you can link them and where they are. So if you don't know all of them, this is definitely great. And if you keep scrolling down, all this is insane information, which is great for you. If you scroll down to here, and you can click on this, and then click on it one more time to get a full image, this is going to show you pretty much every cache. And the caches are the main things that we are going to hit during this run. So yeah, so it just shows you all the caches and where they are on the map. So one thing that we go over in this run is going to be this cache down here. It's right by gas station, and you can see it's right there. Gas station's right over here, and it's just right down here by bus terminal. Right behind bus terminal, where we will also go, is this little truck, and it's inside of there. So if you go in the back of this truck, it's just sitting in there, and you can loot it. So just have this. I would recommend on like another device, maybe on another monitor. For help, and it's definitely great, and that is what I did when I first started. I would have something like this on another monitor, and I would run around to the caches. Now, one more thing, if we just zoom in over here, one thing that's not on the map, but is super important, and we do go over it in the loot run, is over here. So if this is where gas station is, and this is where the scab checkpoint is, it's right in the middle. It's these PC rooms and these buildings over here, and in the run, I'm gonna go over it. But these are great for PC parts or just extra loot. So over here is definitely great. And if you go down here, you have your crossroads, your smugglers down here, and roofs down here, and all like the main extracts that we have on the run that we're about to do. I am in the future, so that's why I know where we are. But yeah, so this shows you all the greens are the extracts. And yeah, so this is definitely a great help to pull up. But yeah, so let's get back to the run. Okay, right about now we're gonna be deploying in. And I actually didn't bring an SJ6, but that is something that I've seen people bring, and you definitely can bring if you have the money. It just speeds up the loot run, and overall probably makes you more per hour. Okay, so we got a pretty. It's really average spawn, probably the best way to put it. There's kind of in the middle of everything. There's not a ton of loot on this side of the map. Yeah, so there is that one cache over there, which we'll go hit it actually. But yeah, so there's gonna be a car over here, and there is another. This is the key that always spawns here. Okay. And we have one more helmet. Okay, cool. And you generally want to head down that way towards the right side of where I am right now, because that's where the majority of the loot is. Besides the PC rooms over here, which we already went over. Those are great. So we will definitely be hitting those next. So yep, got our little cache down here, and we can loot this bad boy. Probably not gonna get too much. Yep. Okay, and there is another cache down there. I'm not gonna run all the way over there, but it is in that first one of the first bushes, right when you get to the factory gate exit. So yeah, there is another cache over there which you can't hit. Nice. So we're just gonna run through here, and right in here is a PC room. So you can just go up these stairs, and there's jackets right here. You can loot these. And that's why I usually like to bring in a pretty large backpack to customs. Usually not this large. I just, I traded one in for it, so I got it. I don't think that's a terrible key. Maybe it is. I don't know. But yeah, so that's why I generally like to bring a larger backpack, because you can fit just a ton of stuff in here. Most of these things aren't worth more than 10k a slot. But if you get a huge backpack like this, or even a scav backpack or a beta 2, attack 2, it's gonna be large enough to hold quite a few things. LCD, 20k, nice. So we have those PCs and the jackets that we just looted. We have this right here, and then if we go down the stairs, right under here, we have this crate, which we can loot, and then we have another baby crate over there, a little small one, which does spawn good stuff sometimes. It's like grenades, right over here. Loot this. Yep. Cool. Okay. There is another room. You can run over to it right here. It's not great, but it is definitely not bad. Loot this body. And there's one right here. There's also a drill, which I'll grab. AP20 isn't terrible. If you can get more of those, yeah, drill grab. And there is some more stuff over there. Some more little crates you can loot. I'm not going to, just for time's sake. And you can hear shots behind me, so just generally avoid those if you're trying to make a lot of money, because they are not really that useful. Now, as you see that we spawn on this side of the map, our extracts are on the other side of the map, which is good, because that's the place that we are going to be going. So, in general, I like to, probably over here is I said it's an average spawn. It's pretty good. Nothing in there. Loot this little bag. Because if you start over here and just grab the OK loot, then you can make your way. I don't know what I was looking at. Then you can make your way to the good loot and then just extract. Okay. All right. Now we can start making our way down. Now, Rashala can spawn at the gas station up here, so just be careful of that. Rashala can spawn down there. I'm so dog shit. Okay, we're just gonna loot this guy really quick. Take the gun, because there's not really a reason not to. I heard that guy. Whatever. I'm not even gonna fight him. Not really too useful. Nice, gonna get to my arm before it breaks. No, it's probably ibuprofen. Yep. Probably didn't need 2 slots of ammo for my M80s. So, yeah. Instead of bringing 2 slots, I would just bring a splint, an alu splint or whatever. In my opinion, would be a lot better. So there is a cache right here, which we can grab right by gas stations. It's a good one to know, because you're generally over here a lot whenever you play customs. See what we get. M62 is not bad. What is this? There's a scab up here. What the heck? Yeah, and this is why you don't necessarily like need to bring a great gun, because you don't have to take that fight. That scav's not really bugging you. There is some good loot at gas station, but generally it's not too worth it. There's a few safes in there that you can grab. Definitely like good to go after if you're there, but not necessary. Okay. And now we are coming up on another cache, which should be good because I can get some stamina back actually. Right here. Search this bad boy. And right about now is probably when you're getting ready to get out, especially if you have a smaller backpack than I do. That almost sucks. I'm actually gonna trade this out. M62 is pretty good. Okay. There is one other cache over here. Be careful over here, because Dorms is right ahead of you. Very contested place on customs, if you don't know. And the cache in here. And we can loot this, and now is about a good time that we're getting ready to go. SP12, not the best. Okay, that sells for a good amount, so definitely should take that. This is not really that good. What's in here? Toss that bad boy in there, and take it over the drill. Okay, now is about time that we should be getting out of here. If you do bring a big backpack, I would definitely bring a mule stem. They're about 70 to 80k, I think. It depends on when you buy them. You can get them for cheaper, but 70 to 80k is definitely, in my opinion, worth getting to the extract as fast as possible. So, gonna continue to make our way down here. And when your stamina gets low, you can't just crawl. You do get stamina back, and you are moving forward. Pretty slow, but it's better than just standing still. And generally, you're in the grass like this. Started bleeding again. Just gonna treat that while they crawl. There we go. My painkiller is out. 90 seconds. Yeah, there's no reason not to hit another one. Shouldn't have done some crawling. Now I can't stand up. Alright. And we can just continue making it. So, what do we have? We got smugglers. Okay, so there is someone at dorms. Well, someone just extracted. Maybe more. So we gotta be careful about that. But we got smugglers and we have ref. All these places down here. So we can just run over here, and we know smugglers is not open. And I generally like to go crossroads. It's pretty safe, and you're not taking the gamble that you are at Ruoff if it is not there. So I like to go crossroads. Crawling again. And yeah, but definitely back to the point about a mule stem. I definitely recommend it when I'm trying to. I didn't bring it, and I didn't bring an SJ6. I'm just trying to be as conservative as possible with my money, because I'm trying to show it from like a point of view of someone who's not as wealthy. And I know I brought like good gear and a good weapon, but as you've seen, we don't actually need to use that. Don't even think. Yeah, I haven't been hit in my armor or my helmet, so it doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna sit here right now, because there are usually scavs that spawn. There's usually quite a few scavs that spawn over here, so if we just wait a second, I get my stamina back, and the game froze because no one knows. It's pretty good. I do have I was gonna say elite endurance. Actually, I have level 50. I'm about 2 or 3 runs away from elite, but I do have pretty good endurance, which can get me about halfway now before I have to take another break. And there is a good bush right up here that I like to take a break in whenever I'm running. If I'm overweight, of course. I'll just drop in here. I'll just chill here for a second. But yeah, gotta get my strength up. That'd be definitely helpful. And yeah, a few runs away from max level endurance. Looking from this run, I can't really get. I don't want to give an estimate on how much I'm gonna make, because I don't feel like that's smart. Because I don't want to I don't want to overestimate, and I don't want to underestimate. So I'm just gonna run over here, and then right when the extract is done, gonna skip to us selling everything on the market, and we'll see how much we made. You know, here whenever I'm here, I just run around. Usually a low chance of someone like sniping, but just in case. And we're out. So let's see what we made. Okay, so from that raid, we made about 2,200 XP, and that is just from. We killed our one scab, but it's mostly just from looting. So while you are doing this, I'm just gonna apply just 1,000. While you're doing this, it's definitely a decent way to get XP. Obviously, doing tasks and stuff is gonna get you higher, but this is not it's not bad in any sense. So when this thing is finished freezing, there we go, and we're gonna load back in. We can sell all of our stuff. Now most of our stuff is gonna go to barters, because a lot of stuff with customs is just little one slot things that some sell on the market for a ton, and others will just sell to barters for around the same amount. Generally, the therapist I've found is where most of them go. Okay, so we can knock everything out here. And let's just take everything out. We'll get this ready, and now I'm ready for my next raid. Okay, so we got all this, and we can sell this bastion first of all for, yep. Make sure the price doesn't drop too much. Sweet. Pop that bastion up there. Okay, yeah, so screws aren't going for that much. Bolts, I think, are still going for a little bit. Yeah, 30k. Okay. That bastion might need a little bit of time to sell, so that's why I want to put it up there first, generally. And it's something like an LCD. You can see on the market it goes for 19k, while the therapist you can just sell it to 20 for 22k. So definitely got to make sure when you're selling your stuff, it's worth it going up here. And I think this might I think that might sell to Ragman for maybe a little bit more even. Either way, yeah. Let's see. So if I'm just gonna put it up there for around 40k, yeah. So a lot of the stuff you get on the customs you can just sell to the barters, if you know what you're looking for. Shoot. Okay, so I'm gonna skip through most of this now, and probably like a time lapse maybe, and we'll see what we made. That's pretty much just sold everything that we can to the flea. I'm just gonna sell these last things to Ragman and Mechanic. So everything's sold, everything except for this AK. So just 18k more, not anything to be proud about. And there we go. That was about what, $570,000 raid. So yeah, definitely profitable. Just made $500,000 and I don't know how long that was. Maybe 10 minutes, maybe less, maybe a little bit more. But yeah, definitely quick, and we didn't actually lose. Like sometimes you'll take a few hits of armor, but we didn't lose anything right now, and we are completely good to just go into another raid whenever we would like. So yeah, that's how simple it is. I'm just gonna buy some water for my PMC. That's how simple it is. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Just an easy way to make money, and I will be coming out with more of these on different maps and different ways to make money. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you later.